Jaden Smith says his mom introduced the family to psychedelic, those mental type. And a lot of them joints was illegal, you know what I'm saying? The ones that he's basically saying that his mama started giving them to take, And I'm like, it's crazy. You see the richest people with all these mental issues, they depressed, they don't know how to spend all this money they got. And then you look at people in third world countries who don't have nothing. Ain't nothing wrong with their mental health. They ain't out here depressed. They living in squabble. They living in serious poverty. But they not depressed. But the rich folks, they kids depressed.
Wait, did Katt Williams just throw out one of the wildest claims yet about Jada Pinkett Smith and her relationship with Jaden Smith? Online rumors started going crazy after people connected old interviews, family drama, and controversial stories that have followed the Smith family for years.
Jaden's friend,
right,
who he brought to the house.
So I think it was, and I'm not, look, I ain't in nobody's business, it's their thing, but when they were talking, well, he was sick, and he was mentally sick, and he was emotionally sick. Now,
yeah, I mean, I've actually compared her, Jada Pinkett, to R. Kelly without the underage part. And people got really mad. But without the underage part, what's really the difference?
Let me tell you something. If you're sick, like he's physically ill.
Yeah.
He's emotionally, and then the damage you do. Like, this dude was talking about, right? So it isn't just you having an affair or whatever you do. It's that in your wake, because you felt bad, that dude was behind.
Some critics even pointed to Jada's past comments about parenting and alternative healing methods, claiming Jaden was pushed into situations that may have affected his mental and emotional state during his younger years. And while all this chatter was exploding online, people also started bringing up Will Smith and those old public moments with Jaden that many viewers called uncomfortable. Social media users kept reposting clips where Will kissed Jaden during appearances, and critics claimed Jaden sometimes looked uneasy or embarrassed afterward. At the time, a lot of fans brushed it off as just an overly affectionate celebrity-family dynamic, but years later, those clips started getting re-examined in a completely different way. Then things got even messier when Jaguar Wright stepped in with explosive accusations about the Smith family behind closed doors. Jaguar claimed there were serious issues happening within the household and suggested Jaden wanted independence from his parents at a very young age because of tension at home.
Is what Jada Pinkett Smith is having to go through in that scenario, considering if at most you can say maybe she disappointed Will, other than
Those allegations immediately lit up social media, with people debating whether Jaguar was exposing hidden Hollywood secrets or simply stirring more controversy around one of entertainment's most talked about families. And even though these allegations sound absolutely unbelievable at first, a lot of people online swear there are little clues and old interviews that make the whole situation look way more complicated than it first seemed.
Will Smith is not the giant that he is solely on the merits of Will Smith or his family. There are 300 corporations that are a part of the Will Smith business operation. Is what Jada Pinkett Smith is having to go through in that scenario, considering if at most you can say maybe she disappointed Will, other than that, she is up.
Facts.
They had decided that they were finished with Will when he did After Earth with Jaden, because there was no way they was going to let Jaden on, because Jaden didn't have to do what you had to do to get in. We're not going to let you put Jaden and Will on. And from there, they've done what was necessary to take him from a $20 million movie to put him in a position where maybe it can appear he has a nervous breakdown and now is unemployable.
One of the biggest moments people still talk about happened back in 2013, when rumors exploded claiming Jaden Smith was supposedly trying to separate himself legally from his parents. Reports at the time claimed Jaden wanted independence, his own place, and freedom away from the family home while he was still extremely young. That instantly had the internet asking what could possibly make a teenager want that kind of distance so early in life. The timing of those rumors made people even more suspicious because it all happened around the release of After Earth, the movie starring both Jaden and Will Smith.
Sometimes when I hang out with other people that are my age and they're just trying to selfie, I'm just like, dude, like, oh my God, like, can we talk about like the political and economic state of the world?
Only a man knows what a man needs. During the press tour, several awkward moments between father and son went viral online. Critics especially focused on clips where Will kissed Jaden during interviews and red carpet appearances, with many viewers claiming Jaden looked visibly uncomfortable and tried to brush the moments off with nervous laughter. At the time, some fans defended it as harmless family affection, but others felt the interactions crossed personal boundaries and looked strange on camera.
Who knew that your husband was doing things to boys and did stuff to your son and you ain't do shit about it?
Look at Willow and Jaden.
Look at them.
It's still, their resilience, for me, it's remarkable.
Once later, accusations and rumors started spreading online. People went back to rewatch those old clips with completely different eyes. Suddenly, fans started connecting the emancipation rumors, the tense interviews, and stories about Jaden wanting distance from home. Social media detectives began saying the signs may have been there all along, but nobody paid attention because the Smith family had such a polished Hollywood image at the time. Then things got even messier when Will Smith later admitted in his memoir that the rumors about Jaden wanting independence weren't entirely made up. According to Will, Jaden became deeply unhappy after the poor reception of After Earth, which reportedly hit him emotionally because the film was meant to be a huge father-son success story.
Emancipated. At 15, Jaden had felt betrayed. He lost trust in his dad. He said that the pain, he said, we never discussed it, but I know he felt betrayed. He felt misled. He lost his trust in my leadership. At 15 years old, when Jaden asked about being an emancipated minor, my heart shattered. He ultimately decided against it, but it sucks to feel like you've hurt your kids.
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times, and it, not involving romanticism. He gave me his blessing, and I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life. I devoted myself to it. I gave my full self to it, so much so to the point that I can die right now.
Will explained that Jaden wanted space during that period, but online critics still believe there may have been more going on behind the scenes than what was publicly explained. Fans also started noticing major changes in Jaden afterward. He became more withdrawn, embraced unusual lifestyles, and openly talked about emotional struggles and personal challenges while growing up in Hollywood. That only fueled even more speculation online, with people questioning how much pressure celebrity kids really deal with behind closed doors and whether fame can seriously affect young stars long before the public ever notices something is wrong. However, a lot of people online still refuse to believe After Earth was the real reason behind the tension inside the Smith family. Critics continue pushing the theory that the movie's failure was simply used as a public explanation to cover up much deeper personal issues happening behind the scenes.
I was going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with you.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we basically, we broke up.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship, absolutely.
According to internet speculation, fans believe Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith were trying to protect their image, while rumors about their parenting and family dynamic quietly kept spreading online. And speaking of After Earth, That's exactly where Katt Williams reportedly took things to another level. During discussions about Will's infamous Oscars moment involving Chris Rock, Katt suggested the backlash against the Smith family had been building long before that slap ever happened. According to Katt, the real turning point supposedly started years earlier with After Earth and the industry's reaction to trying to position Jaden Smith as a major Hollywood lead before audiences were fully ready to accept him in that role. Katt implied that the film's massive disappointment created tension in Hollywood circles and damaged the carefully crafted image the Smith family had spent years building. He also hinted that there were far more disturbing stories involving the family that he supposedly knew about but wasn't ready to fully expose publicly. That statement alone sent social media into chaos, with fans immediately trying to decode what he could have possibly meant and whether there were hidden secrets still waiting to come out. But according to online rumors, the controversy surrounding Jada Pinkett Smith didn't stop there. Internet gossip later exploded with claims that Jada allegedly formed inappropriate friendships and blurred boundaries with people much younger in her social circle, including some individuals connected to Jaden's generation. Those rumors became even bigger after old interviews and stories about the family's unconventional lifestyle resurfaced online, causing critics to question whether certain relationships within their celebrity circle were crossing lines that made many people uncomfortable. Remember that whole entanglement situation involving Jada Pinkett Smith and August Alsina that completely took over the internet back in 2020? Well, what made the story even messier was the fact that August was reportedly very close to Jaden Smith before everything exploded publicly. Online discussions immediately got heated after fans started pointing out the uncomfortable overlap between Jaden's friendship with August and Jada later becoming romantically involved with him during a difficult period in his life. At the time, August publicly claimed he had been emotionally involved with Jada and even suggested that Will Smith was aware of the relationship. Initially, Jada denied some of the accusations and pushed back against how the story was being framed online. But once the situation kept gaining attention, she eventually addressed it directly during a highly emotional episode of Red Table Talk alongside Will. During that now viral conversation, Jada admitted that she and Will had gone through a period of separation and confirmed she had entered what she famously called an entanglement with August. According to Jada, the relationship happened while she and Will were no longer together romantically, and she insisted it should not be viewed as cheating because their marriage was already in a complicated place at the time. The interview instantly became one of the most talked about celebrity moments on the internet, with people endlessly debating the body language, tension, and emotional reactions between both of them. Still, critics online couldn't get past the fact that August had once been connected to Jaden's inner circle. Social media users began accusing Jada of crossing emotional boundaries by becoming involved with someone much younger who had reportedly spent time around the family through Jaden. Those conversations only intensified after fans noticed Jaden and August no longer seemed publicly close the way they once were. At the same time, people also began revisiting old interviews and public appearances involving Jaden Smith, with some fans claiming he appeared emotionally drained during certain periods of his teenage years and early adulthood. While Jaden himself has openly discussed the pressures of growing up famous and dealing with personal struggles, internet speculation continued trying to connect those challenges to ongoing rumors surrounding his family life. To this day, online debates keep resurfacing about whether the public ever truly understood what was happening behind the scenes inside one of Hollywood's most talked about celebrity households. In 2019, people were already worried about Jaden Smith long before August Alsina exposed his relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith. Around that time, Will and Jada revealed they had to step in because Jaden's health had reportedly gotten bad due to his strict vegan diet. Jada said he looked extremely thin, had dark circles under his eyes, and barely seemed healthy because he was not eating enough proper meals. A lot of fans remember that era because Jaden looked noticeably different in public, and social media was full of rumors about his mental and physical health. People were constantly talking about his strange interviews, unusual outfits, and cryptic social media posts, with critics claiming he seemed overwhelmed by fame and pressure at such a young age. Things got even more controversial after Jaden later admitted that Jada introduced him to psychedelics as part of exploring healing and self-discovery. According to Jaden, the experiences helped him deal with emotional struggles and trauma while also helping him grow mentally. Still, the internet immediately split into two sides, with some people supporting alternative healing methods while others felt someone so young should not have been experimenting with powerful substances at all. Then Will Smith later admitted during interviews that he and Jada made parenting mistakes while trying to raise their children in Hollywood. Will explained that they believed in radical honesty and giving their kids a lot of freedom, but he later suggested some of those decisions may not have worked out the way they expected. Those comments only made online speculation about the Smith family even bigger. By 2019, fans were already seriously worried about Jaden Smith, long before August Alsina publicly exposed his relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith. Around that time, Will and Jada admitted they had to intervene after Jaden's health reportedly declined because of his strict vegan diet. Jada said he became extremely thin, had dark circles under his eyes, and looked physically drained because he was not eating enough balanced meals. A lot of people remember that period because Jaden looked noticeably different every time he appeared in public. Social media was flooded with rumors about his mental health, emotional state, and lifestyle choices. Critics constantly pointed to his unusual fashion, confusing interviews, and cryptic online posts, claiming he looked overwhelmed by growing up under non-stop Hollywood pressure. Then things became even more controversial after Jaden later revealed that Jada introduced him to psychedelics as part of exploring healing and self-discovery. According to Jaden, those experiences helped him work through emotional struggles and better understand himself mentally. Still, the internet immediately exploded with debate. Some people defended alternative healing methods, while others questioned whether someone so young should have been exposed to those kinds of experiences in the first place. Later on, Will Smith openly admitted that he and Jada made mistakes while raising their children in Hollywood. Will explained that they believed in radical honesty and giving their kids complete freedom to express themselves, but he later suggested some of those parenting choices may not have worked out the way they originally hoped. Those comments only pushed even more speculation online about what really happened behind closed doors inside the Smith family household. But now people are divided more than ever. Some believe Jaden was simply dealing with the intense pressure of fame and growing up in front of millions, while others think there are still unanswered questions about the family dynamic that the public has never fully understood. Now I want to hear your thoughts on all this. Do you think the internet is reading way too deeply into the Smith family drama? Or do you believe there's more to the story that still hasn't come out yet? Drop your opinions in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more wild celebrity breakdowns. See you in the next one.